That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it. Fentanyl. Dirty ass.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jet sweep to start the drive. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Eagles sit 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Powell.
Off to Thomas on the left side. Uses the stiff arm. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the
I was just looking at that.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Dotson.
And he's got him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Oh, he had them all manned up. Oh, they supposed to let me do that to that nigga, man.
Defense is built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Alvarado looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares
about
the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Howell.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship.
Washington, 8 plays, 80 yards, B. That's what we doing to niggas. Yup, that's what we doing to niggas.
They will send this one away.
Bubble route.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought
Another
to
pick,
the
loading.
inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 10. Hurts.
Oh! It's supposed to be a pick, bro.
And marked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
You know.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Check pass, check pass.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Yup, pick.
It's intercepted.
Yup, pick. Yup, pick. Yup, now he ain't the #1 corner. Niggas ain't got nothing for us now. Fentanyl, flood the street, fentanyl. I'm gonna go for a kill shot soon.
It's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go play action. Powell. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And that ball incomplete. Intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Partner, we've got
I couldn't find none of the plays I was looking for in that play series.
They came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down, here's Hurts. And it's a fumble. And
Yep, his stick B.
Scoops it up, racing to the end zone.
His stick B. 2-yard line.
And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The defense gets to the ball. The turnover now. Can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Finn, yes, Sean. Finn. Finn, Sean. We out here serving Finn. Ooh, they let me get some momentum with the Redskins.
You gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, Finn.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another run with Sanders.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
Nigga thought he was finna get it on third and 3 on the inside zone. And Jonathan Allen sitting up the middle. Nigga finna go for it. Third and nah. He can't go for it yet, bro. Tell him nigga he can't go for it. It's 4th and 3 on his own 32.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here you go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass to Brown.
He's not supposed to be able to go for it, bro.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
He should have had to punt that ball, bro.
Falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
I stopped him on his own 36. That's how niggas act, B.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown.
He threw a fade route, so he scored. He don't even care.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant...
So we ain't got to follow the rules, huh?
If they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Yep, give it back, Madden.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play action. It's Howell. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
cousin. I put my foot down in that bitch, she be like, yes, sir.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
Yup, no stick work, shaking these niggas. Jahan Dotson.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
Yeah.
Inside the 15-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one.
You seen that, B?
The 1st down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. After a gain of 5, they wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. One last shot before the break. Howell.
Oh, wow. I should have threw it right.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I'm mad about that.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's why I went for it.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half.
I wish I would have just scored right there. 3 touchdowns.
Fielded right at the goal line.
Come on. Yeah.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 25.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
Come on, bro!
Throw's going to be incomplete.
They always horn me on that type of shit. That bullshit I be talking about.
He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
What, no reason for that to be overthrown like that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And Howell will throw it.
And then he drops it. Oh my God, Madden. I let this nigga cover everything on one fucking defense.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Oh, the return is Scott.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now Charles and the offense get in gear.
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Yep, 100 racks last week. That wasn't even a fast week. Wake up to the neck. I don't go to sleep at Nike, but I wake up to a check. Touchdown, nigga. Buck a number now, first thing. I'm shit. Hey, Russell roll it down just to post. Hey, we gonna score off the toe L. And this bitch so well like I threw her off the boat, yeah. Blitzing niggas now, blitzing niggas, shooting gaps, blitzing niggas. Ain't nobody getting no free looks no more. Nope. They got to make a decision in 2 seconds.
How about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Did those defenders?
Man, I should have been up on this nigga about 3 touchdowns at this point.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped.
Punt the ball, bro. He better have to punt the ball.
No gain on the play there.
Tired of that.
Bring up fourth down.
Oh, that's in the fourth.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense.
Touchdown, Washington!
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this.
Fresh fentanyl. Fresh fent.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Huh? Fresh fentanyl.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Under pressure, they got him again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down to about the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Steps away to his left. Oh, Howell loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doing this nigga bad.
Let's go now.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Here's Hal.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Another run here with Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And from his corner spot, that was James Bradbury on the defensive side.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, they should have let me.
Pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders,
49-7. I should have beat this nigga.
Them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Faking the handoff, Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he will get in.
Yes.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. That's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.